Happy Thursday to you, and still, even so, this Thursday will not do the Thu de Mise and Van Grand yet. Let's
Right.
do. Let's have this one and two and three and heels, heels. Plie your heels up, through, down. Forward and six and seven and eight. Grand and two and three and four. Back and six and seven and eight. Roll through your feet in your first. Heels down into your second. Plie and stretch and plie your heels, heels down and stretch. Plie heels, knees, knees, heels down. To the bar. Grand plie. Away from the bar. Roll through in second. And that is it.
So there's not a second Grand Plie.
No, there's just one.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have to roll through instead. I'm still
That's
trying.
fine.
I'm still trying to be nice to you, believe it or not. All right, here we go. And heels. And forward. And a nice slow roll through. Make sure your little fingers are closed. Into your second. And relax when you're ready. That's it. Here we go. To the other side. Yeah, just remember in your grand pliés, feel your demi-plié at the end instead of just popping out of it. Especially in second position, that is where it is the most tempting. Okay, here we go. Left side. twice, rotate, twice take it side, half point, full point, and plie and lift, rotate and rotate, back and half and full and plie. Let's have it with our arm. Lift it twice, rotate it twice, side and half and full, plie and stretch and plie and stretch and plie, just stretch your knees. Flex and two, rotate, rotate, side, half, full and close, flex and two, rotate and rotate to the front, half, point and plie, front and two, rotate and two, and the side, half point, full point, plie and stretch and stretch, close, first, roll through in first, and that is it. And here we go. Soft demi-plie. Feel your half points. Demi-plie, stretch. Demi-plie. Demi-plie again. There we go. And when we initiate from your standing leg. And relax when you're ready. Good. Yeah, the only thing is keep your rotations in the direction of your next demi-rond. So from the back, they always will be on the down to go back to the side. From the front, they always will be on the or to go to the side. Instead of doing an on the down rotation and yanking your leg over to the side. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought I was doing, but so it's the reverse then.
Yeah, in the reverse, start again on the down rotation, not on the or rotation when you start to the back.
Okay.
And then again on the or rotation when you go to the front, even so we're in the reverse. I think that is where things went. You went with logic.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, here we go. And
Should be again.
yep, rolls, Tonli, and Tonli. Lift on the down. There we go, into the direction of your arm. There we go. And one. Again on the down. That's it. Now on the or, of course. One. And relax when you're ready. Isn't it wonderful to have the time and the leisure to get all nerdy on the direction of a rond de jambe? Or
I
rotation.
expect nothing less.
And the front and the side and the front and the side and the front and the side and the side and the side and the back and the side and the back and the side and the back and the back. and the back and the side and the back and the side and the back and the side and the side and the first and the two and the three and the four, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Back side, back side, back side, inside, side, front, front, inside, front side, front side, front side, side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in fifth. Roll through in fifth. And there we are. And here we go. Nicely articulated one. To the side. Now back. Inside back. Inside side again. And 8. Your inside is a mirror of what you're already doing. Sorry. Inside side. 1, 2, and 3. Front. Front side, that would have been. Inside side. 8. Close fifth. And roll through in your fifth. And relax when you're ready. Your inside is the same as your outside, as your last outside.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So it's like
the first one is to the side.
Exactly. The second one is to the back, and the third one is to the side again before you reverse. So whichever one you're doing last to the outside, you're doing as well to the inside. Front side, front side, front side, inside side, side back, inside back. Back side, back side, back side, inside side. 8, 7, 6, 5, etc. Then reverse for your front. Here we go. Left side, please. Inside back. And now back. And side. Inside side again. 8. Side. Side and front. Inside front. There we go. Front and side. And relax. Front and the side and the front and the side and the front and the side and the side and the back. Back and the side and the back and the side, inside back, outside side, inside front. Front and the side and the 2 to the front and the back and the side and the 2 to the back and the front and the side and the back and the plié, relevé, soutenu, other side. Front side, inside. Continue the pattern outside side, outside back. Now you can reverse the whole thing. Back and the side and the back and the change and the back and the side and the front. Front and the side and the 2 to the front and the back and the side and the 2 to the back. 1 en croix. Plié, relevé, soutenu. Other side. Here's your first real Chinese puzzle for 2026. Front side, inside, front side, outside, side, back. Then reverse that pattern. Then just 1 front side and 2 inside front, 1 back side and 2 inside back, 1 en croix, and a soutenu to the other side. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, here we go, and 1. That's it, good. Yep, side and front. You did so well. But you did exactly the right thing. Outside twice, inside once, outside once. That is kind of how you can remember it. As long as you remember your very last set is side and front or side and back. Talk about a good Alzheimer's prevention therapy. Right, now you have two onesies. Okay, here we go. And 1. Okay, 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4. That was interesting.
It was wrong?
Yes, slightly. Front and the side and the 2 inside front, back and the side and the 2 inside back. Just 4 en croix and the 3 and the 4 soutenu.
Oh.
Yes, that is the second part. Let's go to the left anyway. We'll repeat it with dégagés, so you can make up for your sins. Okay, here we go. And obviously it's all about tight fifths, so you're mobile to start with any which foot, any which direction. Here we go. And 1. Side and front. That's it. 4. Demi-plié. Soutenu. That's it, right. Okay. I think we might just get it together with dégagés. What do you say?
We'll see.
Yes. Should we take bets? There would be a new online betting source. Okay, here we go. Are we good? All right. And 1.
Oh, wait.
Yes, you just should have gone on the side and back. So this is similar to what we did with our Tornlüchen first. Now it just happens at the end of the pattern. Yeah, whatever you did last on the inside reflects on the outside. Your first one goes side, then back. Is that making sense? Okay, here we go. And other side and 1. That's it. Okay, you figured it out on the second side. Good. I let you to be the judge of it. Okay. First and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the two chevals, and the first and the fifth, first and the fifth, first and the fifth, passé. First and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the two chevals up to your passé. Close your fifth. First and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the two chevals, first and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, passé. Close. Start over first and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the two chevals. Your second cheval goes straight up to your passé. Rise and shine. Stay right there. We'll take the left after. So we are still in sixes. First, fifth, first, fifth, first, fifth, two chevals. First, fifth, passé, close. First, fifth, two chevals up to your passé. Stay there, close.
Okay.
Okay, and here we go. You figured it.
Something wasn't right.
Yes, first, fifth, passé, close. That is your second part of the equation. First part was correct. Then you only have 2 times first, fifth, and the passé instead of the third time and the pas de cheval. Close.
Okay.
Now start over first, fifth, two chevals, passé again. Stay, feel it and flat and close. So you get 2 passés and flat. First, fifth, cheval, first, fifth, passé, close. First, fifth, cheval, up to your passé. Rise the last time and stay where you are. Okay, and here we go. And over. Passé. Close. Start over. 2 chevals passé. Close behind. Reverse and over. And over. And relax. That's it. Right. Just careful to keep your hip nice and calm in your dégagé leg. Yeah, don't let it ever so slightly come with you. Okay. Here we are. Left side, please. And over. And relax when you're ready. That's it. Okay. Yes, you're reading my mind. Parallel stretch in the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Romps in the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Front and the 2 through to your développé. Front ones around. Demi-plié to coupé, passé, relevé. 2 temps liés sideways. Parallel stretch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 ronds 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Plié through coupé to développé. It all takes 4 counts. Plié, 1 grand rond de jambe. Plié to coupé, passé, a not quite so long balance. 2 temps liés sideways and into your parallel stretch. And here we go. To the other side, please. And 3 and the plie, half turn, close your 5th. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the plie, as we did yesterday, half turn, en dedans, close 5th. Side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie, à la seconde, fouilleté, tombe, step back, close. So there's a little hidden balance there, inside front. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie, en dedans. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie, en dedans. Side and 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie, fouilleté, en dedans, fluted arabesque for a second, then tombe, step forward, close. That is all it is. We'll take the left afterward, so it reverses on the left. 4 frappés and a half turn en dehors to the front. 4 frappés, half turn arabesque en dedans. 4 to the side, half fouilleté to the front. Stay there for a second, tombe forward, step back and close. Reverse, back 4, en dedans arabesque. Front 4 en dehors. Side 4, en dedans again, half fouilleté. Stay there for a second, tombe back, step forward and close. It always turns the way where you wouldn't bang your foot on the wall. Okay, and here we go. And effortless, no pushing of the bar, please. Just here forward, closing on, and a side. Step back and close. Here we go. 1. Now let's remember that all of these rotations do not need all of that aggression in your shoulders.
Yeah.
In your head, yes, but not in your shoulders. And it always helps to divide your rotation in half. Feel the first quarter in this case. Let the second quarter just happen out of the momentum you had from going to the first quarter. So almost stop yourself halfway through to avoid that super aggressive shoulder action. Then you also can control it better and you can hold on to it better in the end. Okay. And remember, the best policy is to allonger both arms during your plie. This way your fingers are already away from the bar and not so tempted to push off yet. Making sense?
What is the first rotation?
Away from the wall. From the wall. That sounds very German. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 en dehors.
Okay.
Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 en dedans. Okay, here we go. And that was already better. There we go. And finish. Right. That was so much better. I don't know if it felt better, but it definitely looked a little
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure the first time around.
Good. I would be worried otherwise. Let's go fondu to the front, plié, fondu to the front, plié, attitude to the front, develop A6, 7 and 8, fondu to the back, so the same port-de-bras in the beginning, plié, attitude and stretch, now develop arabesque. Fondu to the side, plié, attitude to the side, develop, yeah, let's have that arm up, why not? Let's have a circular port about to the bar, even so we're in fifth position. Back, plié, soutenu, other side. Fondu to the front, plié, attitude to the front, développé. Did it to the back and to the side. Close fifth back, however, circle to the bar. And soutenu to the other side. So you can gradually increase your height. Okay. Small port de bras for the first two. One. Plié attitude. Développé. That's it. To the back down. Circular port de bras to the bar. Demi-plié à la seconde. Soutenu. One and the two and the three and the four and the five and the six, half turn on the oar. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six, half turn on the long. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight, full turn à la seconde. Close fifth, soutenu, other side. One and the two, three and the four, five and the six, half. Back and the two, three and the four, five and the six, half on the long. Side and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight. Am I reversing it? Yes, I am, didn't I? It doesn't reverse. Three front, half turn on the oar, three back, half turn on the long, four to the side, full turn on the oar, close fifth, soutenu, other side. That's all it is. And here we go. As effortlessly as we already had it in the frappes. Nice and long in your waist. Try not to crunch. Easy. And one. Okay. Two. Let's push from 2 feet even, shall we? And one. Easy and control. Plié, relevé, soutenu. Plié, switch. Better there. Okay, let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. What can I say? 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié, coupé, chassé. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié, coupé, chassé. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié, where am I? Coupé, chassé. Tenlié, plié, coupé, tenlié, plié, coupé, close. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 could be changed to chassé, close. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 could be with a little bit more of a rotation on the down to chassé, back, close. Écarté front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 could be tenlié, or chassé, should I say. Now tenlié side, plié second, could be turned to plié second. Tenlié, plié, could be close fifth. Do I see you stuck somewhere?
So écarté 2, 3, 4.
Could be changed to écarté back, so you're switching corner again. And chassé. So always go through fifth out of these first coupés instead of making it a tenlié. You're not closing. You're staying right in that écarté front. Then you go straight into tenlié. Plié second, could be turn on the or to second. Yep, one more tenlié, plié. Yep, plié. One more could be turn close fifth. I think there is time for all of that.
From the back.
No, from second again. You're doing the same thing twice. Tenlié, plié second, could be to second. Tenlié, plié second, could be to fifth. So both of these turns happen from second position.
Okay.
Making sense? Coupé to écarté back. If you're in your sight set.
Yeah, but I.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 change, so it's an on the or change to chassé écarté front. Chassé to écarté front. Now one tenlié on that angle. Tenlié. Now plié second and turn to second again. One more tenlié, just as before. One more plié second, one more turn from second. There is no more tenlié on the other side. Just 1, 2, go. One more time that turn, now close fifth back. There we are on the other side. So you're literally doing the same thing twice after that little écarté switcheroo.
Okay.
Okay, let's give this a mark that may actually make things a little easier. You need to land in second position out of your coupé turn, and you need to be at an écarté angle. Yeah, so when you're starting it on the other side, from here, your first coupé changes to this angle. Right. Now you can go tenlié, plié, turn, plié, tenlié, plié, turn, close. Ooh. Okay, and here we go. plie, up second, tendre, plie, close fifth, one. Low arm would be good, just for consistency, and chassé, one. Okay. That was pretty much there. So now we can beef it up a little bit. And you know me too well. Front, add a single turn to your chassé. Ditto from the back. Let's make these turns from second position 1.5 Cs. How is that? Just to add tremendously to the confusion. There we go. Perfect.
All right.
Just to make it a little bit more expensive. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, keep your arms low in the front. Just so you're consistent with that. Okay. Here we go. What happened to my spot change? Oh,
this one.
Aha! Change your spot. And obviously we don't want to panic into it, otherwise it's not going to happen.
Wait, so the one from écarté,
Yeah.
that's not the one that changes.
Yes, it changes to the next corner at first.
But it doesn't change to the 1.5.
No, it doesn't. It's kind of 1.25 because we added a single turn. You did that correctly.
Right.
However, it should be with both arms up. There was one where it was an écarté arm already, but never fear. Let's have a little follow-up combination that is only that last part. So here we go, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Now you're ready for the other side, 2 and the 3 and the 4. Change. Tendre, plié, en le haut. Change your spot. Land second, tendre, plié. Change your spot again. Land fifth. And if you like to, we can go twice through that. So it's only going to be the écarté part. Would you like to mark it, or are we ready to go?
Let's try it.
Okay, I'll play a different tune. So. And 1. One and a half or 1.25 turns. For your écarté change. That coupé is still 1.25 turns.
Okay, that.
Hence the somewhat slower speed. Okay.
I'm.
Yep. So you need to change your spot with your coupé turn already to the other corner when you're going into that turn before your chassé to the side.
All right.
And that hopefully reminds you that you want to change your head to the other corner as well after you're starting in your second position. Okay, so there are plenty of head throws and corner changes. Okay, here we go. And over. Change your corner. Chassé. Plie. Plie. Change corner. Second. Change. Change. Plie and second. Fifth. There we go. Good. Left. One. Chassé. Fifth. Okay, okay. I still would like it to see it one more time.
Mhm.
And only for the difference of your first turn chassé is to écarté front. The next two turns tendelier. Is that making sense, the difference there? So with the first one, you need to go through fifth to your next position. After your second position, you need to go straight back to that same second to tendelier out of it. So two entirely different directions of your landing. One through fifth, one through second. Well, two through second. That's not easy to say. Two through second. Oh. So this is a chassé. Yeah, after your 1 1/4
Well,
turns, you need to chassé out of that one. Making sense?
so it's here.
And chassé. That was not quite a chassé. A little bit more through fifth. Don't open it already to second. Otherwise, it is already a tendelier.
Okay, so finish in fifth and then chassé
Basically,
here.
yes, right. Without stopping in fifth. So, right. Now you turn from second back to second position. So your toes have to have a completely different action. Instead of going down and out, they need to go straight back to that second position. And that is a really important difference.
Okay.
Yeah, so first pirouette aims for fifth and chassés. Second pirouette aims for second position to tendelier. Ditto your third. Okay. Here we go one more time. And you caught yourself. Hold on a second. Because you caught yourself, let's start it one more time. That is exactly the difference. So actually,
Yeah.
it also means you have to hold on to that coupé a little tiny bit longer, so it actually has a chance to go through fifth. Okay, here we go. A little bit better, and a tendelier and second. To second. To fifth. 1, 2. Through fifth. That was better. Now it goes to second. Now it goes to fifth. Right. Okay. So we get all these different landings, which are kind of really important. We'll save this one for tomorrow. What do you say?
Yeah.
Not just for our benefit, but the benefit of the world. Okay.
That's it.
Justification for anything. Okay. I think I have it together. Oh, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1 and 2. That's a little bit like what we did yesterday. 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Where was I? Chassez forward and to tendre back and for relever long into your passé, into your attitude, to your arabesque, attitude relevé, to fourth. Attitude turn, to fourth. Tendre back.
It stays there.
I believe so, yes. Écoutez front. Hold on, I got completely lost. Where am I?
Yeah, me too.
Attitude, 2 fourth. Attitude, 2 fourth. Back. No, hold on. We are changing corner with that first attitude.
With the first
Now
one.
tendre back, the other écoutez front. Now chassez forward from there. Change your corner again for plié pas de bruit. So that first attitude turn changes corners.
So it finishes where it starts.
It should finish on the other side. Let's go through it one more time. We are going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. And yes, it finishes where it came from. You're right. No, it doesn't.
Well, that time it didn't.
We are on the other side.
Okay.
It does switch sides, so we can go immediately into that.
Yeah.
From there, it's just a tendre back. That's right, close. No. There's an écoutez still.
Oh,
And it's an
that's right.
écoutez front. I showed that wrong. Let's make it an écoutez front. That is what I showed the first time. That's right, closes fifth. Now chassez forward. Now change corner again. Plié, pas de bruit. That is what gets us to the other side.
Well, no, that's that.
You started on the other side.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I know. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Chasse. Tendre. Relevé long. Really feel it in the opposite arm. Through attitude to passing. Through attitude to arabesque. Attitude relevé. To your fourth. Attitude turn. To your fourth. Effacé. Yes. Tendre back. Close. Écoutez front. Écoutez front. Fifth. Chassé. Attitude. Yes, no, maybe. So make sure you don't eat that écoutez front in the end after your attitude turn.
Okay.
All right. And here we go. Really lengthen in your arm as well. In both. Feel your attitude. Feel your passé en face. Feel your attitude again. Feel your arabesque. Attitude again. To your fourth. Good. Turn the ear back. The other leg comes out. That's it. And chasse. Almost. And chasse. And two. Fourth, there is no pas de bourrée. There is no écoté back, tablier, écoté front. There we go. Chasse. And pas de bourrée now. That's right. We'll treat this as our dress rehearsal.
Yeah, I lost it.
Yeah. And we could start it on the other side just so you get the true redemption set.
Okay.
Make sure you always try to feel the same attitude. There are quite a bunch of them in there. The first one is already hidden right after your relevé lent and passé, before your arabesque. The second one is your balance. The third one, it's exactly the same attitude, hopefully. That is your first turn that goes straight down to fourth. So make sure it's a little shorter, so your back foot actually has a chance to reach into that fourth effacé before you step right onto it. And then switch legs for your écoté front. Okay? And of course, we want to breathe and dance and all of that stuff too. All right, here we go. Step back. That's it.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side.
Yes, you're on the correct side. You could have gone on right on the other side. We started on the left.
Oh.
All right. But that was a pretty good set. Yeah, if you just enforce the same attitude feeling throughout, these turns should come fairly logical by just adding a spot without thinking about them or whatever else we can do with them. Okay, how about doing the right side one more time? Here we go. Not a bad start of the year for these attitude turns. All right. Let's do a whole bunch of nothing before we go into our turns. Balancez forward and back, relevé, tombé, pas de bourrée, pas de basque, to reach to pas de bourrée, entonant, to fifth. Chassez forward, plié, pirouette, on the or to fourth. Step back and plié on the down close, your fifth, you're ready for the other side. Balancez from there, relevé, tombé, pas de bourrée, from there, pas de basque, to plié, arabesque, from there, pas de bourrée, entonant, to fifth. Chassez forward, plié, pirouette to your fourth, step back, plié, en dedans. So a whole bunch of preparations. Balancez, tombé, pas de bourrée, pas de basque, pas de bourrée, entonant. Chassez. I think we almost covered it all there. Chassez. To fourth. Pirouette to fourth. Step back. Forward and on the down close fifth. Your upstage leg will start your next balancing. And you may need to adjust your spacing there just a bit with these first two balances. No, don't forget your pas de basque, not even marking.
That's right.
It's a whole smorgasbord of preparations.
Okay.
Let's give it a mark. What do you say?
Yeah.
Effacé, tombé, pas de bourrée, pas de basque. Chassé, pas de bourrée, entonant to fifth. Chassé. I can see already how the combination is working. Pas de basque after your tombé, pas de bourrée. To plié arabesque, to pas de bourrée, entonant to fifth. Now chassé forward. Tombé, pas de bourrée. Pas de basque. Yes, to the other corner. Plié, pas de bourrée. Now you're where you need to be. Chassé forward. Okay. There we go. It'll be good to give this a try. It is a little on the joke side, but
All right, let's see.
all right, perfect. Here we go. Pas de basque. Tombé, pas de bourrée needs to land in fifth so you can pas de basque out of it.
Okay.
All right, take two. And balancez forward and back. So I would have forward and back arms just to remind
Oh,
yourself
okay.
of that. All right, here we go. Pas de basque.
I keep losing.
You're not landing in fifth out of your tombé, pas de bourrée. That's your problem. And it may have to do with something we did yesterday where we started on relevé fourth before turning. But as I said, that was yesterday.
Okay.
I know, I know. It's a tease. And here we go. And one. And relax. Yeah, technically,
I was never quite sure.
I could tell, I could tell. And let's make sure on-the-dawn turns do not travel.
Yeah.
However, Tambi Padabore does travel. It's not a melting through your standing leg. So you actually have to fall onto your front foot. The développé effacé was nice, but then it's not a plié in your standing leg, it's a plié in your working leg. So let's be clear about that one. That also makes it easier to actually get into that pas de basque, I think. Yeah, so make sure you really fall onto your front foot in the Tambi. It'll be good to give this another try.
Yeah.
Okay. How about starting it on the left? Here we go. And. That was. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, I knew that I can't name them.
Exactly. And you know, you are one of 1.5 million at least that like to do that. So with your relevé already push yourself forward.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the most misunderstood steps in the vocabulary.
Which side?
Uh,
Which
we are
side
starting.
was
We are starting on the left,
that?
meaning have the foot in front where your big toe is on the right. There we go. Okay. Push forward. Thank you. Nice and light and easy. There we go. Padabas. Evil laugh from the abyss. Okay.
Which side were we on?
Now we are starting on the right, meaning that your big toe is on the left. Okay. Here we go. And relax. Right. On that side, your underdowns are much better because you're working much more even with both feet.
Okay.
All right. take it. And the first and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the second and the fifth, and the second and the fifth, fourth and the fifth, coupé, pas de bourrée, fifth. From fifth, coupé, turn, tendez back, close. First and the fifth, and the first and the fifth, and the second and the fifth, and the second and the fifth, fourth and the fifth, coupé, pas de bourrée, plié, en dehors, tendez, close back, close front. So just en dehors and coupé. Our numbers get bigger. First, fifth, second, fifth, fourth, fifth. Coupé, pas de bourrée. En dehors and coupé. Tendez back. Ready for the other side. That's right. Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
Okay. First, fifth, second, fourth, coupé, pas de bourrée, plié, turn, tendez. Right. All right. Here we go, nice and light and easy. Easy shoulders in your turn. Better. And finish. Not bad. Do you have ghosts in your hallway?
Wait. Alexa, turn on all the lights. Okay.
Intruders. Let's go changement, glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans, close fifth. Same on the left. Changement, glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans, close fifth. Changement, glissade, changement. Pardon? Changement, glissade, assemblée. Changement, glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans, chassé, forward. Done. So your last set, changement, glissade, assemblée, immediately changement, glissade, assemblée. Now one more time, tendu, plié, en dedans, to chassé, forward. Is that making sense? Changement, glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans. Changement, glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans. We are scrambling. Changement, glissade, assemblée. Two changements. Glissade, assemblée on the other side. One more tendu front, plié, en dedans, to chasser forward. No, en dedans to chasser forward would mean that you finish up in the other corner.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And we are basically back to where we started. We'll stop before the other side. So it does not switch feet. No, two changements because we want to have the left foot in the back for your next glissade assemblée. Tendu, plié, en dedans. Chassez forward.
Från glissar, alltså,
And your last underdown chassis forward. Croisé.
finishing where it starts.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Are we good to mark this?
yeah.
One, and two, and three. So there is quite a nice amount of time there in the end for a nice clean underdon to chassis croisé forward. Okay, here we go. That would have been correct. That would have been correct. Just don't get stuck in the plié. Immediately changement right out of it for your next glissade assembly.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Change. Two. Chassis forward. There we go. And relax. So right away. Yeah, careful there. Chassis forward. But obviously you have to plan for it before you get into your turn.
Yeah.
Are we good to do the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Careful with
Yeah.
your glissade arms. Okay. Here we go. I guess that chassis is not going to happen today.
Oh, brother.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Thank
And I
you.
will be seeing you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.